She make it clap, clap, clap. She make it clap, clap, clap.
The same curve. I always run over that fucking curve. She's not respectable girl. He can get it on. He's got the dong. He's got the dong. He can get it on. Dong, dong. Dong, dong.
So this all started with Just Breezing and Garlic Bread when they decided to start talking this past March. A few months later, in August, under a video, Jessica and Just Breezing started to argue, and it was revealed that Garlic was talking to both of them at the same time. After that, Just Breezing made a video asking Jessica to leave both of them alone, that they were in a relationship, that he bought her a ring, and they were engaged.
I was just in Gorlic's chat, and Jessica was going off on me and saying all this stuff, and my heart's actually really broken right now. Some of you guys had figured it out, and Gorlic and I have been dating, and he's somebody I love very much. He's somebody my daughter loves very much, and Gorlic, I ask that you please reach out to me privately. You know, you were my soulmate, so I would just hope that you wouldn't end things through Jessica, please. My heart still wants things to work out, and I still love him very much. Like I said, I love him. I hope we work through things. I'm just asking Jessica, please leave us alone respectively. Like we're in a relationship. I trust him. I'm putting this online. If he did say we're not together, then maybe he should tell that to me. I think everybody needs space, and I thought that's what we were going through, space and time, and I still hope it is, you know. I've been praying every day for our relationship. I just hope things work out. I don't think she was joking, Jen. She was saying she talks to him every night and that I lied and said we were together, and I'm definitely not lying. If something wasn't said, why is the video private? She was trying to say we aren't a couple, and as far as I knew, until right now, we were dating until March, like since March. I don't think he called Jessica. I don't know. If he did, then he needs to let me know. I don't know. He's, like I said, we're going through something, so I think he's just not acknowledging me. But he promised me that they weren't together, that they were just friends, that she found him very funny, and I believe him. Let him know, like, I support him, I love him, I'm thinking of him, I hope we can work through this. I hope you heard this, Gorlic.
So recently after, Garlic Bread posted a now deleted community post, and it reads, "So after a lot of thought, I could post call logs, I could post messages, but regardless of what you think, I am not that type of person, and I refuse to be. I sat down and started a video. But who am I actually defending myself to? What comes from sharing personal or private conversation accomplishes nothing. If you see me ending communication with someone, followed by 40 unanswered messages, if you see hundreds of missed calls, I found myself sitting here the same way Nadder was going through Feudy's text saying one-sided conversation. Am I really supposed to sit here and criticize others for sharing that information and at the first chance do the very same thing myself? Think of me wherever you will, that's your right and perspective. But no, if you felt like I was going to sit here, trash two people, that's not going to happen. I'll be better than that, even if someone else won't be." Then Jessica, honoring her name, Messica, did a live stream explaining her side of the drama with both of them, and it turns out there was more people involved than they initially thought. Those being Hugh and Kay.
Is this whole thing probably highly inappropriate? Probably. But I'm going to do my best to not disrespect anyone. But I feel the need to speak up on this because Garlic Bread is out here clowning. Hugh Madbro came out in SGM's chat, talking about Garlic Bread was doing the same thing to her. And then after, he was telling some anecdote about a girl that he was recently talking to. He said someone with the first name of K was speaking to him, asking him about the situation between me and Breezy. And the way he was talking about her, I could tell that was probably another one too. So after this whole thing happened, me and him were on the phone for several hours just talking about, like, was this fake? Was this real? What was this? Type of thing, right? And he was like, what do I need to do to make you trust me, right? Breezin made a video, and based on her side of the story that she knows, she thinks I'm a homewrecker. And then Gorlic is not even saying his side of the story at all. Meanwhile, the whole time he was lying, acting like he was single the whole time. So I said, if you want to move forward in any type of direction, or even try to make peace with me, you need to say your side of the story or say what you told me. So he makes a community post and explains it. He says that basically she didn't understand how to cut ties. She keeps pursuing him, and that me and him have recently started talking. I'm trying to figure out what's going on through his head. I'm telling him I think he manipulates women for fun. I'm telling I think there's many others. Me and him are arguing back and forth. We end up ending the phone conversation. I was not going to make the video. I was just going to make a community post and leave it at that. Because I wasn't trying to drag anyone through the mud because I already talked a bunch. And I see a channel talking about it, and he already deleted the post. One time when we got off the phone, he said I love you, and I acted like I didn't hear it. And then he texted me after, and he's like, oh, did you hear what I accidentally just you? And I was just like, no, what are you talking about? And then he was like, never mind. Even though I heard it, I acted like I didn't. Anyway, he told me, if you're going to make a video about me, please leave with this sentiment. This is the message that Gorlic sent me before he made the community tab. I talked to her for some time. We have not spoke for weeks. We stopped speaking August 17th. I'm not going to air her personal messages, but there are hundreds. I told you I spoke to Hugh for about 1 week until I learned that she was not from here and she was not trustworthy. And then I call him and I go like, I don't give a about this. Why are you telling me this? Me and him start talking. However, this is when Hugh starts telling her side of the story. So I start calling him and I'm like, Gorlic, go on panel. This is what he wrote me after I told him that I was going to make a video about him.
Okay, Jessica, I am not going to get to that level with you. Think as you wish. I truly care about you. I appreciate the ability to share our lives together. I meant that I appreciated how your mother liked me. You do as you wish, but because I do care for you, I'm not sending any of it back. So whatever you need to do, please do it. If hurting me helps you feel better or hurt less, then I'll gladly accept it. Just know that not talking to you hurts me. So no matter what you say or do, I'll always keep a place for you in my heart and wish things could have turned out better. I'd like to think that I got to know you, the real you, the last few weeks. Not the person Nadder said you were, or the person that people thought you were. Not the person Monty made you out to be. Anyone who sees that real person would be a moron not to care about you. And while you know I can make a video showing our text messages and calls and make them look some type of way if I wanted to, you have my promise that I won't. You can remember me any way that you want, but it won't be a memory of me trashing you on YouTube like Nadder did. I am better than that, and you deserved better than that. So sure, do whatever you need to do, but lead it with these messages because way too many people saw the person they wanted you to be, but you showed me the person you really are.
I said, I have no idea who you actually are. You said all these things to Breezy and you even bought her a ring. You told me that you care about my kids and you said the same thing to her. I'll be just fine without you, but don't do this to more women. I don't know what your deal is. This is so bizarre. You have things to hide. Yes, Gorlic did tell me that he had an ex-girlfriend that used to make a lot of money on OnlyFans and they broke up. But everybody is saying that he purposely made the breakup really public because he just wanted to brag about the fact that he had a girl. 33 messages and he said that he just got 33 new messages and that he has 462 unread messages from Just Breezin'.
After that happened, Jessica kept exposing Gorlic and did another video saying the name of the K person who is Christina the Latina. This is Gorlic's current girlfriend, or so it seems.
So apparently someone by the name of Christina the Latina came out and said she's been Gorlic bread this whole time and that me and Breezy are lying. This is what's happening. He probably only has one girl left. This is probably his last one. Breezy probably stopped talking to him. I stopped talking to him. What he did to Breezy, he's trying to do to me now. He's trying to make Christina the Latina think that I'm a... All right, so let me tell you about Christina. I will tell you what Gorlic Bread said about Christina. Do you remember in my video I said Gorlic Bread mentioned someone with the first name K? Okay, so he told me that someone named Christina sends him a bunch of clips and tea for his videos. Right? And this was me and him were arguing after I exposed him. Hugh Mad Bro is someone by the name of CJ that says Gorlic has been in their DMs. Christina the Latina is someone who thinks that they're also in a relationship with Gorlic, and he says that apparently there's videos? No way! You're lying. Not the back shots. Did Gorlic Bread used to give me advice on my channel and we would talk on a regular basis? Yeah. And did we talk after I got out of court? Yes. And he called and he said hi to you, correct?
Yep.
Garlic Bread had a whole nother lady that's also a YouTuber that thought she was his fiance, and he sent her a Tiffany ring, and now he says they never even talked to each other. In the past few days, I've let so many of you post your opinion on me, whatever it may be. That's fine and that's fair. You only know half of the story, and I understand how things look from the outside. However, a few people have chose to see things from my perspective. One person in particular, Christina, has been instrumental to keeping me from letting all of this go dark. Delete the channel and just move on. It wasn't an easy thing for her to defend me, but she did. And yet now I see her being attacked, ridiculed and degraded. It's senseless because she has been in this community before myself, and she's given and supported so many creators, and I hate bringing this burden on him. So whatever you feel about me, keep that towards me.
So then Jessica started to do a lot of research, even baiting him through email with pregnancy ultrasounds and, these results, and came to the conclusion that Garlic Bread might be Christina the Latina.
Garlic Bread is not who they say they are. Christina the Latina, don't even know if she exists. Everything I'm saying right now is alleged. I think for years he is pretending to be a female on this platform, but we're gonna start off with who is Garlic Bread? Garlic Bread told me this. He told me he has a very successful YouTube channel, Ryan Moody 21. That's the Madden clips. That's his other channel that's still active, okay? He also works from home. He said that he lives in a very nice home that he owns. He says that he owns multiple cars. He said that he's single, and he says that he has 2 cats. He says his name is Ryan Moody, but it turns out that his father is Ryan Moody. He is Kenneth Moody. We're gonna start out with Garlic Bread's 2 most recent community posts on his 2 channels, okay? So Garlic Bread, AKA Ryan Moody. Ryan Moody has another channel, which is Ryan Moody 21, okay? Ryan Moody 21 is a Madden commentary channel. So basically what people do is people send Ryan Moody clips from when they're playing Madden, and he makes videos into that. He makes it into videos, okay?
Just wanted to make a post. I know a few of you have been reaching out to me privately. One of my flaws has always been telling people I am okay, when I'm actually not. I'd urge you to be better than me, and when you need help, please ask for it. I've got some videos made for you guys, but I've been dealing with some. I'm gonna take a week or so away. I won't be responding. I have family watching my emails, so feel free to send clips. I wanted to thank you guys for all the support over the years. I really could never tell you what it meant to me.
So on my channel the other day, we did this for fun. This was 2 Garlic Bread. I have something I need to tell you. I cannot keep it a secret much longer. I hope you can be supportive through the situation. Daddy, I am expecting our little garlic knot. I know you have said you're taking a break from the internet, but I cannot wait another week. Here is the garlic knot in my womb. I also have
the clam.
I think you have it too, so it's okay. You can still give me those fire back. I do not have
the clap.
Only
the clam.
You are the yin to my yang, my soulmate. Please divert the shipping to the Tiffany ring to my address. I plan to move in with you at your mom's house, so please prepare a nursery for our little garlic knot. Hopefully you still have the money from that fake lawyer you pretended to have. Little garlics are very expensive. I love you and miss you. I would appreciate a swift response. My members are milking. We sent Garlic that as bait because Garlic said his family is checking his email in his absence. So I just want to see if someone wrote back. So we had to send something juicy to see, okay? But guess who wrote back? Christina the Latina wrote me. Hey, Miss Ma'am, I tried commenting on your most recent community post. I went to say check my bio for my email ID. It wasn't there initially, but I'm going to put it in my bio long enough for you to see email me. Anyway, it says there's 13 to 14 comments, but for whatever reason, on my end, I don't see the comments. It seemed to be right after I commented saying peen prints pic. LMO, so I don't know if it's been reported or flagged or what. So I went to check your bio and saw your email address. I also asked Ryan if it was cool if I emailed you. He said it was up to me. Initially, I wasn't going to, but then I just said fuck it and I decided to go ahead and do it. So what's this pressing hot? Who writes this? Hot tea. This is hot tea that you want to spill. Going to keep it a buck with you. Garlic bread says this. I don't think there's really any tea to spill. He's legit told me and showed me everything, even when I chilled with him yesterday for my birthday. So they're admitting that they physically hang out, okay? They see each other. He showed me the messages. We don't keep secrets from each other. We keep 100 always. All this to say, if you think there's something that I don't know and you think I should know, by all means, spill it. We already have the reverse image search that is coming up next, okay? Christina and Garlic have both claimed each other, and they have both claimed that they have sex now. Christina the Latina also said that she has videos of Garlic Bread giving her back. I have videos of Christina the Latina getting back. Because guess what? Christina the Latina is on Hub. We're going to remember that this is Garlic Bread talking about his fake girlfriend that he invented, that he's been this whole time.
Just a quick note from Christina and myself. We have committed to taking a 2-week break from the internet. This has already helped us focus on our relationship and to move on to other concepts and ideas. That said, we will return on here together and address things that we choose to. Christina has been amazing. She has taught me so much about being patient and understanding a different opinion. She also encouraged me strongly to not delete the channel and the importance of owning what took place. While she might have a different perspective of me and what took place, I can't expect everyone to. Hopefully, we can both work together to show everyone the people we really are. I understand that will take time and some of you may always have reservations about me. What I can tell you is we make each other better people, and I would be foolish to not share that with everyone I can. Be back soon.
Now we're going to get into, is Garlic who he says he is? I also believe this is Garlic Bread. This has since been deleted, but Garlic Bread used to send me screenshots from this Twitter account, and he would say that it was just breezing. One time I said, "What are you doing?" And he said, "Laying down." And then we started talking about how, like, I sleep with one leg under the blanket and one leg out. And he sent me a picture to confirm that. And this is where I'll tell you that the print ain't printing, all right? So this is Garlic Bread pretending to be an advocate for women. When I posted something about Nadder, he sent me beautiful and strong. Garlic Bread could be Louise.
If you don't have Twitter and don't know who Louise is, this person has been going bananas on Twitter, reporting every single reaction channel, claiming what you see on the screen, and wanting to take all of us down. They even successfully had YouTube privately DM them.
And then he said, "Can you wake up beside me, please?" And then screenshot this other picture of me. This is him saying how we were talking about how we sleep with one leg out of the blanket, one out of it. So you ready? There is no print. Like, you think you see one, but that's a wrinkle. You think you see one, that's a wrinkle. You thought you saw one, that's a wrinkle. Christina said that he eats cereal. Remember how I said that he said "I love you" on the phone and I pretended I couldn't hear it, right? Ready? August 19th. "You've almost caught me slipping twice at the end of our calls," meaning he said "I love you" to me twice, all right? And I said, "What do you mean, playing stupid?" And he said, "I'll tell you when the time is right." Do you remember the community post where Garlic showed a stack of cash and he said that the cash was for a retainer for a lawyer for the Nadder situation? It was not. It is not. That money was because he bought a used truck. He told me when he was going to the bank. I heard him talking to his mother about getting the truck, okay? He said he was a Brazilian jiu-jitsu fighter and trainer. I called him randomly out of nowhere and I said, "I don't believe you are who you are. Find a way to prove it to me." He instantly started sending this stuff. Okay? If we were cool like that, he could have just sent me a picture of his driver's license. But he didn't send me a picture of his driver's license. He didn't send me a picture of an electric bill with his name on it. He didn't show me what his house looked like. Instead, he instantly had these receipts, okay? He sent me this screenshot into my text. Ryan Moody, aka Shutdown Safety on Twitter. If I can perform half as good as my Sparko official suit looks this year in RCA racing, I'll be happy. And look when this is from. Why did he have this lined up like this? Do you see this? This is March 12th, 2014. Now he sent me this email. So this is again him trying to prove who he is. And he said, Jessica, of course I was a NASCAR pit crew member. Why would I have this email? All right. However, this email is addressed to, this is already a public email address, so I'm not doxing him. This is where he takes clips for his channel. All right. So he's telling me, look at this is from August 8th, 2018. Why did he have these receipts ready? So as soon as I questioned who he is, he had these receipts. This email that he's trying to prove that he's a NASCAR driver is addressed to racing series drivers, owners, crew chiefs, and sponsors. So sponsors could be someone that donated money to something. Who knows? Again, I think this has to do with his father. I think this has to do with his father, and he's pretending this is about him. This is supposedly him from 12 years ago. This is him with someone with some type of mechanic uniform on. I think this is the real Ryan Moody, and he's just talking to his dad. And his dad has something to do with NASCAR, and he's just there, and he has some headphones on to talk to his dad. Yes, we're going to get into Christina. I believe that Christina the Latina is Gorlic. I believe that Gorlic found a star on Pornhub. If you reverse image search the photos of Christina the Latina, this is what you will get. This is the same picture that emailed me. This person is from Albania. So if you reverse image search Christina the Latina screen pictures, you get Gerta, who is from Albania. So these pictures are on Christina the Latina's Twitter. The same girl that be up in Discord. So now I gotta be real careful with what I put on the screen, because Gerta is also Rusty Lavish on Pornhub, baby. Can we confirm that Christina the Latina deleted her Twitter? Can you confirm? Yes. Christina the Latina that claims to be with Garlic Bread has deleted her Twitter. This was on Christina the Latina's Twitter. Remember this picture? Remember this? And these were from the TikTok account. Remember these from the TikTok account? I just got a text message from Ryan. Hold on. Garlic Bread told me, watch out, this isn't gonna be good for me. So basically, Garlic Bread is watching right now, and he's telling me to stop because I'm gonna get in trouble. You're a public figure, Garlic Bread. Ryan Moody. Your other channel is Ryan Moody. So this is what we know. We know that Christina the Latina, I don't know who she is, but those pictures belong to an Albanian woman. If you were in my live last night, there was someone called Little Jason, and their picture was one of those little bobblehead things. Okay? And Garlic Bread loves those little bobbleheads. Like, he collects them from McDonald's and And I believe that was also Garlic Bread. Tiny Jason. I remember the picture that I put on my community tab where someone edited Jason behind me in the woods. Garlic Bread sent me that. Remember the hot dog thing when I said if I have a hot dog in my throat, it's black? Like, he sent me that. This is what Christina the Latina wrote about Garlic Bread. This is on his other channel. So This is what Garlic Bread wrote about himself on his other channel. Ready? I just want to say what an amazing man Ryan is. He's a beautiful human being with a tremendous heart that glows from within. He's passionate, hardworking, caring, loving, giving, empathetic, and so much more. He's all that and then some. By reading some of these comments, it looks like a lot of you see what I see. I love that everyone sees him too. I love you, boo. To the moon and back. This basically concludes today's meeting, unless there's any questions anybody has.
A few days later, Mo Translates also made a video agreeing with Jessica in that he is Christina and Louise, but she also further read her and Ryan's DMs out loud, confirming he's lied about a bunch of things. The link to Mo's video will be linked in the pinned comment.
So it actually starts off by him introducing himself to me and I never asked, I never did anything. It was totally out of nowhere. So he was the one that reached out to Business Insider. I know he was going around making it seem like Business Insider contacted him and he was the one that was like, oh, please go save the women in this community. Dude, you just told me in our DMs that you had one copyright from Nadder, and when I pressed the issue, you were like, oh, well, I have a copyright, but I don't know from who. And then now when I ask you more questions, you're like, oh, I didn't get any, but I just had to have a lawyer just in case.
All right, let me start by saying, anyone I hurt, Jennifer, Jessica, I'm sorry. I really am. And it was never my intention. It's not the person that I am, and I'm not here to make excuses because there are none. You know, the reality is I was speaking to Jennifer for months. During that time, you know, people reached out to me and I made mistakes. And rather than talk to Jennifer about issues that we had, I confided in others, and that was the wrong thing to do. You know, ultimately, whether the people I was speaking with had my best interest in mind does not matter. The reality is it was my fault for even having those discussions. So today is clearly a really bad day in reflection. As most of you probably will learn, I was catfished. And again, that comes back to being my fault. Now, if that person wants to step forward and own the issue, then they can. If they don't, you have no reason to take my word for it. And again, that blame lays on me. So, you know, one thing I have to learn to take from this is I cannot be a trusting person. I cannot assume everyone is who they say they are, and I cannot lead people on. So, in closing, you can feel however you want about me. I do want to say two things, though. I think this community has a real issue with people's private information. Where people live, people's children, soliciting photos from people only to try to use them. I think it starts with the people that Foodie brings into her life, and I think it ends with no one. If you didn't realize, all my videos are privated, and in reality, I'm glad that the Life by Jen videos got swept into that, and I will let you know right here and right now, those videos will never be made available again. I wasn't aware until today that we had lost Life by Jen, and it's mixed emotions because, you know, this is a person that I obviously made a lot of videos about, probably some of the most popular Life by Jen videos on the platform.
Now at this point, Jessica thinks that Gorlic has been catfishing Nadder, but Nadder denies these claims. And to prove it, he did a live stream saying that he was sure Christina was a real person because he spoke to her on the phone, they video called, and showed proof with messages from her.
Yes, someone just called on Nadder's live stream and said that they're Christina the Latina. Nadder says that Jessica just makes up lies about people and that Christina the Latina is going to call in on his live. So some lady called and stayed on the phone for like 30 seconds, never showed her face, and said that she was Christina the Latina. But Nadder, because they didn't even research any of this. Nadder and Didi didn't even know that Garlic Bread admitted Christina was a catfish.
That's why I bring up the fact that the only reason why this man is still breathing on YouTube is because of Angry Joe. And Angry Joe's not catching no heat. Angry Joe right now is just chilling, watching this situation and hoping it passed by. Because if he gets connected with this whole Garlic Bread situation, Angry Joe got to cut ties with Ryan Moody. Because if he doesn't cut ties with Ryan Moody, then Angry Joe's thrown into the fire. And if Angry Joe's thrown into the fire, we're going to have to see Angry Joe's reaction to the situation. Because if Angry Joe has two ways to go about this. One, he can cut total ties with Garlic Bread, Ryan Moody. I'm disconnected with him. Y'all go at him. He's on an island by himself. I'm out of here. Peace. Bye, Ryan Moody. Two, he can go, man, that Gorlic Bread community. I'm riding with Ryan Moody till the wheels fall off. It's going to be the Gorlic Bread community versus the Angry Joe community. Oh my God. Because y'all better be prepared, Gorlic community. I heard y'all ruthless. But that Angry Joe community, oh my God. They're ruthless too. And so y'all two going at it, it'll be a war. It'll be a serious war. And that's why I say that's the only thing keeping Garlic Bread alive is Angry Joe. And if y'all go at Angry Joe and Angry Joe's community go at y'all, it's gonna be a collide. It's gonna be that. Because Angry Joe gotta comment on this situation. Because Angry Joe's the reason why Garlic Bread even exists. He has to chime in. He has to give a statement. And I've been sitting back for 2 weeks waiting for Angry Joe to say something. And Angry Joe hasn't said nothing. The reason why Angry Joe hasn't said nothing because nobody connected Garlic Bread to Angry Joe yet, except today. I'm the only guy that did it because I know the backstory and I know the whole story. Angry Joe is so cocky. I feel like he's going to back Ryan. He's going to back Garlic Bread and Ryan Moody the fuck fuck up. Y'all think Naddar's community or Naddar's a problem. Angry Joe has 4 million subscribers. And he got followers that are disgusting. And I heard y'all disgusting too, so it'll be funny to watch.
This is all, folks. I hope this is clearer for the people who are confused. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.